Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Tabletop. I get immediately the format is off. Just wanted to talk to you guys for a second before we actually start the Let's Play. And also, we can try out this new Celsius flavor. I have not actually seen it out, but they gave it to us at the last meeting. Um, in a goodie bag type of thing. But that's not what we wanted to talk about. I want to start with this because I'm thirsty and I need something to wake me up. Like really wake me up. It's 4:58 in the morning. So go ahead and just start this section and we'll get into like the actual news for Let's Play and then we'll do the video. So it's weird. Weirder is that it doesn't actually say the flavor. It just called it a sparkling snowball frost. I can't really put a flavor on that, but it's all right. It's all right. So anyway, that out of the way. um, so if you had seen, there's a video I did a little bit back, kind of going over the rest of how the season was going to play out for Let's Play Tabletop. And then we got some news yesterday, the day before. It was this week. Um, Next week's title is not going to be out in time, and I kind of had this concern for a bit because they kept using placeholders for this game in like all major retailers. But it was supposed to be Yuka Replayly for Switch 2, and it's now been pushed. Like not all the games, digital still coming out on October 9th. Physical copies don't come out until December 18th, and that's for every platform. That's PlayStation, Xbox, that's Switch 2, all of it. So uh, there may not be a Let's Play Tabletop next week. I could replace it with a different game, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would even do. But at the same time, there could be. There is one thing that is actually like currently on its way. If it comes in time, we'll do one, and if it doesn't, I'm just gonna skip it. So if you haven't hit that bell notification button to be alerted to stuff, it would be a good time to probably do that if you want to keep up with the Let's Play tabletops for next week. Instead of having to just like come back and check at 9 a.m. and then be disappointed. And I don't want to disappoint you guys specifically. Just um, if it does happen, it's going to be the Gex trilogy because it has shipped from limited run, but it has only just shipped from limited run, so that could take a bit. And if it doesn't happen, that didn't come in time, and Yuka Replayly didn't happen, and so that was my backup. Was Gex, and again, like yeah, there's other games I could cover. I don't want to burn through backup games for next season, because there will be gaps between stuff. Like no matter when I start this thing, there's going to be gaps, and I would like to have some Switch 2, Switch 1, Switch 2 editions to be able to fall back onto when there is nothing happening. So we've done a decent chunk of episodes. We've still got Pokemon Legends ZA on the 16th, and I've got some stuff planned between that, Age of Imprisonment, and Kirby Air Riders. So we're gonna have episodes after. Just Friday is up in the air, or Saturday, like next Saturday is up in the air. So thanks for sitting through that and through testing this out. If you like Celsius, I mean it doesn't have that strong Celsius taste to it, so I would try it. But that's all I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and jump into the actual Let's Play Tabletop. Okay, guys. So today on Let's Play Tabletop, we're gonna cover. You know what? I was going back and forth between these two because I wanted to cover at least one of them. Like everybody's jumping into two because it's the new one. Like this was on 3D All Stars, so this was the new part to Mario Galaxy plus Galaxy 2. But then, if everybody's covering 2, they should cover 1, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do both. Well, I've already got Mario Galaxy 2 open, so we're going to start there. I might also be in the middle of a level. Ooh, that sounds loud. Okay. Yeah, I was in the middle of a level. I was going back to the second stage to just get stars and stuff, so we'll kind of start here. This is, I don't remember the name of the mission for this. Oop. Uh-oh. Oh no, come back, Yoshi. No! Basically, the whole stage is just flooded with spidings. And I can't throw that, apparently. I could do that, though. And no. Give me that. I need to go break this thing over here. There we go. Then I'm going to go back to this other thing. This right here. There we go. This thing is being timed. I am probably going to miss it. Yep. I kind of had this feeling like it was. So that sucks. Sorry, I was trying to focus up and I couldn't. Again, it's real early because I kind of messed this up. I should have filmed this days ago, but the boys just weren't having it for the last couple of days. They were both kind of cranky, and so I really couldn't step away for a few minutes. My wife was working, and it's fine. We're gonna do all this hours before uploading, and it'll be okay. But I will say this though, because I am past this stage. I actually made it to World 2 in Galaxy 2, and I'm having a great time with it. Yeah, it might have been $70 basically for the one game for me, but you know what? It's worth it. It was worth it to me. If you guys really like the Mario Galaxy games, but you're like me and it's hard to focus up if you have a ton of different systems to switch back to, so you don't really want to collect every system because you're never gonna play it if you do all that. This is good because it just kind of adds to that already very large Switch library, even if you just have the Switch 1. And as far as Wii games and stuff on Switch 1 specifically, there's a lot. And it kind of applies to a lot of games, if we're being honest. And I do want to start a series of going through all of these games. I've kind of decided to not do digital side of it because I really have no idea on all digital titles across every region and stuff like that. And besides, I think I figured most of us are physical collectors anyway on this channel. You guys that are watching aren't watching me because you want digital stuff. So, we're just gonna go over the retail side and what was available that you can physically collect on Switch 1 for the Wii, for GameCube, for 3DS and DS. We'll even go back as far as NES, Sega Genesis, stuff like that. Which I get that was not just the same generation that I just said there, but
you know what I was getting at, like the retro stuff, which is weird to call Wii retro, but at the same time, it came out in 2006. It's been almost 20 years, so um, yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot deny the passage of time. And one thing I am noticing though is that I don't remember this game as well as I did Galaxy, which I know I played it because I remember specifically picking it up. But the reason I probably don't remember it as well is because like not only did I play Galaxy 1 at least the one time, I also watched my brother play through it once. Oh, this is really hard to focus up here. Talk and do at the same time. And there goes that last life. Dang it. Okay. I really, really need to focus or I'm going to look bad in front of you guys. Anyway, so what I was saying, so not only did I play through the first one, I watched my brother play through the first one. But when this one came out, he was really into achievement collecting for the Xbox 360, and so he wasn't as focused on getting Wii stuff. Because I won't lie, there for a bit, I think we both kind of fell out in favor of collecting achievements, and which was really stupid because we ended up playing some of like the worst games just because it was like, oh yeah, you could like get 100% achievements for this one game, kind of like an addiction almost. Um, and now I don't even have an Xbox console to show like any of that stuff off. So like, what was the point? Um, but I ended up picking Galaxy 2 up from GameStop. I don't remember if it was the day it came out or shortly after, because I don't even remember like keeping up with the news for this game. I just found it and I was like, oh, cool, I like the first Galaxy. And so I picked it up. And in typical Matt fashion, if I get something first, then he suddenly doesn't care. Kind of like with the Switch 2. He's convinced himself that he doesn't care because I got it and he couldn't afford it because it came out. Well, really bad timing for him. And it makes sense. He's got 3 kids with birthdays in June. So to release a $500 console in June, that short notice, yeah, no, especially with 5 kids, like he could not. And he's starting to come around a little bit, but he's collecting retro systems at the moment, which is like the whole thing. Dang it! Yeah, again, I'm still not focused. It's probably the tiredness that's really got me, but anyway, so he's more focused on getting all those older systems. So he still hasn't gotten a Switch 2, but he at least doesn't just threaten to hit me if I bring up Switch 2. He'll now kind of talk about it with me, so that's always a plus. It was kind of the point of switching the whole channel over, is because he acted like he didn't care about Switch 2, and I was excited because it was probably my last system to get day one or even at all for myself. So, I was still trying to have that excitement like we used to have. And it's hard to keep that up when it's just you. Because all my friends did not have the money or the means to purchase a Switch 2, and then he didn't have interest in it. So I really didn't have anyone to discuss any of the stuff with. So yeah, I forget where I was going with that entire story, but there's a little bit of something. We're gonna do it this time. I promise we're gonna do it this time. We're focused. We're gonna get them. It's not even that difficult. I need to aim. I don't know. Maybe it's a little difficult because I I don't always agree with like people when they complain about controls and stuff, because it's like, oh well, you could just, if you just tried and practiced with it, you can get it. But oh hey, look, I got him. I'm not gonna lie. The constant resetting the cursor is a little bit rough for the Yoshi controls. I don't know what they could have done instead that would have made this any better. I mean, I guess maybe the touch controls in handheld mode might, but that battle specifically really tests the motion control aspect of it. But it does seem like even the slightest little thing can set off the cursor, and so then I'm like pointing towards the window trying to aim at him off to the left. Like, and yeah, it's just a real quick tap of the R button to realign it, but that can actually mean the difference between winning that boss battle and looking like you've never played a game in your life. So, you know, there's that. But just to prove it, here we go. I'd already done this one and all these. Actually, which one was it? This one. I completed the Galaxy on that one. And so yeah, we were on World 2. I got to do those two. But for the sake of time for this video, I'm going to go ahead and save it, and then I'm going to swap over to Galaxy 1. So hopefully that was a good extra little peek at Galaxy 2 on running on Switch 2 in Tabletop. Nope, I just went back in. There we go. Here's Galaxy 1. Now the thing is, though, with these on Switch 2, they look the best in TV mode. So this is basically the same as handheld. It's going to run like the Switch 1 version's running on the TV, which it's still nice, but it's not quite as good as in on a 4K TV and all that extra. But you could still have a really good time with this. So, as far as the actual progress that I've made with this game, specifically since the unboxing video, I have not. I have not made any progress since then. This is exactly where we left off. So, I feel like continuity and just picking up right there. This is it. This is exactly where the unboxing video left you. Because I've been working on the little bits that I could play here and there when I could actually get the kids down for a nap. I've been focusing straight up on, not completely focusing. I've played some Galaxy 2, and then I've been working on the first of those videos because I've got to collect images and stuff for doing that whole thing. Okay. Even from 5 years ago, I was still kind of struggling to remember exactly how you pick the stages. So, not even gonna lie, I think I like 2's level selection better because it's a little more linear, I guess. Like, they basically do the same thing, right? You pick an observatory and you go through the stages in that observatory, and it's the same as a world on a map. Like 2 has it. But then after you get through with this observatory, you've got to find the next one and the big like overworld ship. And sometimes I forget which one I was supposed to go to. If I don't keep playing straight through and try to come back to it, and I kind of forget what I was doing. So, yeah. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing again. See, it's that dad brain. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling so much. Do not try to have 2 kids under 2 in your 30s. That is a terrible idea. I was hoping I could go around this thing. I thought I could. Um, but yeah, so like you have to, always figure out exactly which thing had where you were going. As where with 2, you jump on the little captain seat button thing, and uh, and then you just go to where you want on the map. It was kind of pointless. Okay, we don't need that pipe. Oops. I just wanted to get that guy. I'm on up. Oh, I almost reached it. Can I just reach it, or do I have to actually do something? Oh, that. I'm supposed to just talk to it. Yeah. So, yeah, I want, I kind of want to prove the drifting of this, but you can't really do that unless you can like see what I'm doing while I'm playing it, and I don't have that whole thing worked out. It's just like half the time it doesn't even feel like I'm doing anything. Like I could just be sitting here and like just go to use it once for something, and immediately it's off. Which is not the biggest deal for Galaxy 1, because you don't even really need it. I can't think of too many times where you like had to have it. So you can collect the star bits without it. You can do most things without. Um, Hello. I didn't want to be dragged across the stage. Thank you. It's just Galaxy 2. There was quite a bit more focus put on it, and get off of me. There we go. Need another coin. Where's a coin? Oh, there was a piranha plant there. Oops. Sorry, madam. Let me get this guy. There we go. But yeah, I mean, every person that I've listened to talk about the gyro pointer and how it doesn't really work, they also kind of have the same agreement, which makes some sense too. It's too much sense that it makes. And that's, without actually getting another sensor bar. I don't think there was really many options they could have gone with to do this. So, I mean, if you were ever going to get these games off of the Wii, so they weren't just locked to it, then this is basically that next best step. Because like you could, oop, that's not what. How do I get out of this? There we go. You could try to map it to the right stick, but at the same time, like that does camera control. So then you would lose camera control, and sometimes you need that. So without adding like a third stick, then I don't know what else you would do. And at that point, like, who has a third thumb for third stick? You would have to like switch between one and the other, and as we've already seen with me trying to focus up in these videos, especially the early morning ones, I would have no focus for that and be like, why is this not working? And I'd be on the wrong stick. Didn't I already do this stage? No, I don't know that I've done this one yet on here. I thought I did. Or maybe it was something else. Because I don't remember swinging at the tail. Oh, you know what? I think it was Galaxy 2's got a PD Piranha thing too. And it was, you gotta break the egg and then spank his weird red booty. Where this, you're smacking his tail. A whole lot easier than the other one, though. For sure. So I want to say, well, I've got these things like side by side and comparing and whatever. Um, as much as I like the map level selection better when it comes to these games, it seems more like the observatory is a little bit closer to like Mario Sunshine and Mario 64, Mario Odyssey. So like the big sandbox type of selection, even if the stages don't play out that way. But 2 seemed like it started to lead us out of that style from Sunshine and towards more of a style like 3D Land and 3D World, where they were 3D, 2D stages and the map progression. And we had that until Odyssey in 2017, where it tried to go back to the sandbox style. And then we have had nothing like that since. So I'll have to feed him star bits. There we go. Shows how much I'm not paying attention to the text, like, at all. Yeah, I don't know. I used to be able to do stuff like this and I could have focused up and whatever, but now it's complicated. Now I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep a day and feel like I'm dying. It's fine. That one didn't actually take us long. And here's another thing though, like there's already like 2 additional stars ready for this one, whereas in 2 most of the stages it was like you get the first star and it would show you the next one and then it kind of stopped there. So I do like that you can spin it though. Spin it like a top or roll it like a ball. So we could go back to that one, but you know what? This also kind of feels like a good stopping point for the day. Do one, do one stage each. That's fine. You can come back out here and take a look for a second. I don't really have a lot of commentary. I think I got a lot of my thoughts and stuff out last time, or the unboxing and stuff. I do have more memories of like the stages and stuff specifically for this game and the overall what do you call this place, observatory thing, than I have for Mario Galaxy 2, because I played through Galaxy 2 once, never revisited the game, and then I'm trying to remember, sometime after the Switch 1 came out and they started porting all the Wii U games, and we got the Sega Genesis Classics collection and the Atari collection, like all this stuff, I gave up on the retro collecting side of it because I was like, man, most things, at least some form of experience of a game, is here on Switch 1. So do I even really need all this extra crap? So I like traded everything in. I did, however, hold off to getting rid of like the 3DS and the Wii U for a long time, because the Wii U allowed me to keep the Wii library, the 3DS allowed me to keep the DS library, and there were a lot of really good experiences that I could not get from that. It's very dark over here. Hello? Ooh. I go full Luigi and Luigi's Mansion. Like, I'm scared. Where's Mario? There we go. There was no point to actually come back here, was there? It was just screwing around too much. Yeah, I mean, I think that's all I really got to say on this one. Just know that I am currently working on quite a few things. I actually already have a video recorded that I'll probably put up in the next couple of days, because I wanted to continue with my top 10 lists for different platforms. So I've got a top 10 N64 game uh, video recorded, ready to go. We're gonna put that up. I just want to give this one a couple days to kind of do what it's gonna do, and then put that up probably Monday. And I'm going to start working on the Wii games for Switch 1, or Wii games ported to Switch 1. It's a very long list. I want you to know that. So it's probably going to be rapid fire for some of these things, especially when you get into things like Sega Genesis, where just Sega Genesis Collection had 51 Sega Genesis titles on it, and then there were other things that exist in other games that add to that Sega Genesis list. That's probably the most complete, because they gave you that 51 game chunk. And then you have stuff like the Disney game collection, you've got the Turtle game collection, Castlevania, Contra, freaking cannot think of the actual name of the series, but when we got it, it was like War Song or something. But it was Sega's answer to Fire Emblem. We had 2 of those on the Genesis, and then they remade them or whatever and put it on the Switch, because I had this at one time, but I did not get into it like I did with Fire Emblems, and so I kind of let that go. But it was like the first 2 games of that was in just a whole set by itself, and you could even set it to the retro style look from the Genesis, so it like absolutely counts in that list. So like that list is gonna take a while too, but I'm almost done gathering what I need to, and then we'll film it. I might even put that up this week, especially if there's not going to be a Let's Play Tabletop or an unboxing. I will probably just put up a few extra videos this week, so kind of stick around for that. And we got some good things coming, because of all the games that are about to start dropping like crazy. Pokemon Legends is paid off. We're gonna go drop another $25 towards Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment today. So that'll be at least half paid off at this point. And I should definitely have that one done by release date. We're hoping to get Kirby Air Riders, but work is not allowing me to do overtime at the moment, so we may not. And if I don't have that, then might end up ending the tabletop season early. So we'll see. I think that's it. I think that's all I got at the moment. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I appreciate that. Because it does seem like sometimes the videos, people get maybe 2 to 4 minutes in, and they're like, I'm done. I don't got the attention span for watching this. Or maybe I said something and they just didn't like it. I don't know. But if you made it through, I appreciate you more than you guys know. But definitely drop a like if you like the video and you want to see more stuff like this. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I would really like to try to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, but it's slowly looking like that's not going to happen. I mean, we've made some progress. We're in the higher end of 600, so maybe even just 7. If we could just get to 700 by the end of the year, that'd look like we were making some progress. Hit the bell notification button. Like I said, this week is probably going to be crazy and may not even be a Let's Play Tabletop. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.